Hello! So a little while ago, this channel turned 8 years old. Yeah, I'm also surprised. And since I've been working on a certain video, I haven't had a lot of time to work on other stuff. So, to have something out there for the channel's 8th year anniversary, and my birthday, and hitting many goals now, why not do a Q&A? So, I posted this YouTube post like a week ago from when I'm actually recording this, and asks you all if you have any questions for me. And I'll try my best to answer them as best as I can. I'll be answering these in no particular order, so without further ado, let me start answering your questions. This first question comes from Frankie Irony, who asks, would you ever release guides / walkthroughs for your challenges like the Professor Oak challenge? I really want to attempt the one for 3 one day, but no guides are online past chapter 1. Honestly, I would like to do guide videos. The issue with guides for the Professor Oaks challenges specifically is that all the stuff pretty much has guides on it, or some videos showing how to do it. Obviously, patience is something that you will need for this stuff. I mean, this shit takes a long time. But I wouldn't mind doing guides for regular stuff. I will say though that I have my guides that I used myself. While they're not actually great, they are there in the descriptions for the respective POC. But I wouldn't mind fleshing those out. I would especially like to do the ones for the Japanese only games like Sango, 4, B2, even though I hate B2. There really aren't guides for those games or really anything. So I would definitely love to help out with that once I understand those games more. The next question comes from a couple of people who ask, this is a basic question, but who's your favorite yokai? Pretty much both are asking what your favorite yokai are. Now, personally, I have a two-way tie between Snartle and Golden Yon as my favorite yokai. Well, it kind of changes depending on the day. Both are just incredibly reliable yokai who are dope as hell. I love these two, and hopefully we'll get to use them on more teams in the future, for future videos. Or just in general, you know, because, again, I love both. I really like Snartle because I've always loved his Krampus-like style. It makes it, like, funnier that they just say reverse Santa in the medallion instead of Krampus, but it's really cool how Snartle looks. I've always loved how he looks and how consistent he is in, well, how you get him. Except in 4, we won't fucking question it. I also really like Golden Yon because he's always been easily obtained in every fucking game I play for some reason. Like literally, I always pull him first alongside Frosttail from the crank whenever he is in the crank. I'm looking at 4 again, you piece of shit, for locking him. Everyone has that one yokai for Gilgros. You know, in a seal that just gets pulled like every other day for some reason. For me, that's just Golden Yon and Frosttail. But Golden Yon is the one of the two that I've always used, personally. But Frosttail is also really cool. But both Golden Yon and Snartle are just all reliable for me. I really like them both. The next question comes from Prince Porky, who asks, would you ever run Inferno %? Before I even answer that though, I would love to do speedrunning videos. In fact, I may have something in the works right now. You might be seeing it in the background here. Unless it's Portal 2, in which case, oops. But speedrunning is always something that I've personally enjoyed doing. Oh, maybe I'm also doing, I don't know. Bro, it's 12:34 in the morning, it's my birthday. I'm just trying to get this done because I'm lazy and I'm late, and that's on me. Oops. But to actually properly answer the question, I would like to at some point. If you don't know, Porky runs the Inferno %. It's not an official category on speedrun.com yet, but basically you run the whole Infinite Inferno from start to finish with a team of your choice. Eventually I'll do that at some point in the future, but for right now, I have a different speedrunning related video on the horizon. Actually, technically, I probably should do a different game first and then do that, but whatever, I've already done it. The next question comes from Random Stuff, who asks, what is your opinion on microtransactions? They're gross. Moving on. The next question comes from Jimanek578, who asks, who's your favorite boss yokai in a Yokai Watch game? See, this one's pretty tough for me. Because I don't know if you're referring to a boss mechanically, a boss to just fight, or like a boss design, but I guess I'll give all three. Firstly, design-wise, I love Salamandra. He's my goat. I don't know, I don't really have much else to say on Salamandra. I've always just kind of liked Salamandra. I've always kind of liked things like snakes, lizards, that kind of thing. Salamander is just super cool, I don't know. And definitely a very great boss to start the Yokai Watch franchise. I know Dismarelda technically counts, but like, I don't know. She doesn't really count as a boss, in my opinion at least. Salamander is definitely like the first boss, 100%. But yeah, he's super cool. For the boss's mechanics, or for a boss with, oh my god, English is hard. A boss's mechanics, I'll give it to Infinipede too. I've always loved how he works with you spinning your wheel, and it spins him. I know it's definitely very in spirit heavy. I know it's a little annoying, but like, I've always really liked just fighting him. I think his mechanic is always super cool. My one issue with bosses in Yokai Watch is that, outside of like spin-offs and shit, like in the main games, the bosses aren't really unique in a way. Like, I get the rematches, I get the Infinite Inferno Divine Paradise bosses, outside of Wobble Walking Cat Cradle. I get those being very similar to, actually identical to their originals, which makes sense. But bosses generally just don't have like a whole lot of unique gimmicks, because generally it's just pin this spot here, pin this spot here. I don't know. It's really hard to find a very unique boss in Yokai Watch, and I think Infinipede is probably one of, if not the most unique boss like in the entire franchise. I don't know. I just really like Infinipede. He's also really cool design-wise too. Definitely, probably second to Salamander. And then for a boss to just fight, this one's kind of hard because there's not a boss that I like go actively refight, but I guess probably one of the Oni, maybe Ogrellas. Actually, you know what? I think it's a tie between Ogrellas in any of his appearances and Orcanos in one. I really like. It's kind of funny to say. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, Orcanos in two. I've always liked kind of stalling those two. Actually, just all the Oni in general. That's at like Plundrous, but like, and Orphalite, but like, I don't know. The Oni and Yokai Watch 1 and 2 are so funny because they're so unbelievably basic, but they're so hard. Or well, mainly Orcanos. The other Gargaros and Ogrellas are so fucking easy. It's insane how easy they are. But Orcanos in 1 specifically, I just, after like the 1 POC, I really enjoyed fighting Orcanos because I've always loved like dual or well, the speed tech that I would normally do, where I would use Snarl as my main attacker, have Golden Yawn in the middle. He would stay guarding because I can get a guard gem from a Yo Criminal password. I think that's how I got it. And then do IAE with Snarl, or if you don't know what that is, that's the technical term for Soulsmate canceling. And then after that, just keep going. If I fuck up Snarl IAE, I go fucking back to Golden Young. Have him stay there with the soul. You keep it there, you don't charge it, and Orcanos attacks, and then you go cancel again, and then try to just do Soulsmate canceling, then keep on repeat until Orcanos is done. But yeah, that's I guess that's that question answered. I don't know. I don't have a fun ending for this one. The next question comes from Menti, who asks, if you could choose any boss yokai to be your friend from any Yokai Watch game, who would it be? So I assume you mean pick any boss that doesn't have a friend form, but just to be safe, I'll answer with that one as well. For one with a friend form, I of course gotta pick the Wabi, baby. Wobblewalk is my boy, so I gotta choose him. I don't know, I probably said enough about how much I love little baby Wobblewalk in Yokai Watch 2's POC, but yeah, he's cute, he's adorable, I love him. But for a boss without a friend form, that has to be Dr. Madaman. I'm so surprised that a boss who keeps getting so much lore added onto him and so much cool shit for him literally doesn't have friend form. Like, McCracken has a friend form now. Come on, bro. What are we doing here? And I don't mean like Poony stuff. I don't mean like those don't count. I literally mean like in a mainline Yokai Watch game, or like maybe like a Sango situation, maybe a Yokai Watch Blasters Buster situation, that kind of thing. Just something, man. Like, come on. Like, it's like, we literally see him so many times. He is a major threat in Yokai Watch 1. He's the only reason why you actually get to go to see McCracken 1 and get to the Yokai world. You fucking help him out so much in Yokai Watch 3 as Haley. Hell, there's even a quest where you reunite him with his son. That doesn't end up happening, but, you know, it's there. And in Yokai Watch 2, I mean, you learn about Hans Volt and his creation, and you murder him in front of his own eyes, and then you have to help him out, and you learn about his family that way. Like, come on, bro. Like, it makes so much sense for him to be here. I don't know why he isn't. It's so dumb. But, yeah, it's gotta be Dr. Madaman / Dr. Noga. But I'll just pick Dr. Madaman here. The next question comes from Plasma Produces, who asks, do you think level 5 using AI in their new yokai-ish game deserves the backlash? So, if you don't know what they're asking about, level 5 has been using AI for some backgrounds, if I recall correctly, in Holy Horror Mansion, which, if you don't know what that is their spiritual successor to Yokai Watch. I think it's bad, but as long as it's not in the final game, then sure, it's not the biggest deal in the world. But I do think that they definitely deserve criticism for their AI usage in general. Like, for example, their joke post on Level 5 Theme Park using complete AI imagery is disgusting. I don't know if I'm putting that on the screen. I don't want that shit in my search history. That shit's hideous. But, yeah. That's there. Actually, hang on. Live reaction right now. We're gonna go find out its like to dislike ratio. Right now. Level 5. Oh god, that's painful to see. The new Yokai Watch series project Detective Nekomata Nosuke for Poony. Didn't that? That's another good example. I think that used AI assets. I don't know really anything about Professor Layton, Inazuma 11, Fantasy Life. I know nothing about those franchises. I don't particularly care about those franchises. Maybe I'll try Professor Layton at some point because it's, I don't know, it's more like detective-y, but I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, AI usage in general with level 5 is pretty bad. They've definitely been very active with that. I personally find it pretty gross. I don't know, that's... Level 5 has kind of been in the hot water lately. Like, I know Inazuma's 11's popular, they have a new Professor Layton game, I think, coming out. Fantasy Life I also kind of just dropped. But, like, they definitely deserve a lot of criticism for their AI stuff, as well as, like, they threaten mods and stuff like that. I made a YouTube post a little while back, which talked about a level 5 situation that happened, because originally there was Yokai Watch 2, I think it was called Yokai Watch 2 Redefined. I could be wrong on that, but, I think that was, something that happened. And yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh my god. I'm recording this shit basically live. I have like notes on what I want to talk about with some shit for each question. And yeah, I don't know. I was just about to say something, and it's not in my notes. Um, oh yeah, right. Yoko Watch 2 redefined. I think that's the month they took down. I don't know. And then they threatened other mods and that kind of thing with their IP. Actually, I could probably pull it up. That's not my YouTube Studio. Let me pull up YouTube Studio. Because I remember talking about, this. I forgot what I said specifically and what the statement is. Oh, and they were also criticizing piracy as well. They say as their games are literally not obtainable in stores anymore. I know, like, Japanese copyright law is very strict, and so Japanese companies, you know, use their copyright to, like, the max that they can, but, like, I don't know. Level 5 definitely deserves a lot of criticism. Hopefully they change. They're probably not going to change. It's just something that's, really tough to, like, judge, because they're not great. I don't know. It's definitely one of like the lesser of like the two in my opinion, but like it's still really bad, you know. But yeah, that's what I have to say on that. The next question comes from Jerry is Barry Harry. Love the reverse of Harry Berry, by the way. Do you plan on doing some Nuzlocks? Answer to that is eventually. I've always wanted to try Nuzlocks, but my main issue with them is that, and this isn't like an insult to like other YouTubers who do them or anything, but they definitely are pretty stale in the content space. I don't mean it in a way where I want to get views. I mean, of course I do, but there's just so much Nuzlocke content that has been coming out now that it's just kind of stale, you know? Like I said, that's not an insult to the people who have been uploading them. You do you. Nuzlocks are pretty fun. I don't blame you for uploading that stuff, but for me, it's gotten pretty boring for me to just see specific attribute here, Nuzlocke, or this specific attribute only Nuzlocke, this specific tribe only Nuzlocke, hardcore Nuzlocke. I don't know. There's just so much, and it's pretty much all been done at this point. I don't know. It's just a little boring in my opinion right now. So I'll hold off, but in the future, I definitely want to at least try, like, one for, like, each of the games. I don't know, that's probably what I'll do, but I don't know, it's kind of tough for me, you know? The next question comes from Super Leafblade, who asks, I guess something random, but if you like Yokai Watch and Pokemon, do you also like Digimon? I actually have yet to play a Digimon game. I don't know, I just haven't been interested in Digimon. Of course, I, if you couldn't tell, I do like Yokai Watch a lot, but I also really like Pokemon. Out of the two, it's really hard for me to choose which one I prefer. I would say Pokemon, though, because, I know this is not the question, but I'm just gonna talk about the trifecta here, as they said. Just because, like, there's newer stuff always with Pokemon, so it's always not entirely stale. Of course, some things are stale about Pokemon, but, like, you know, I still enjoy Pokemon for what it is. I always enjoy the competitive space. I always enjoy, like, the new Pokemon. I like the new designs, even if they're completely completely shit. I know a lot of people criticize Panda Mouse and Mousehole, but I fucking love those two, man. They're so funny. Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried Digimon. I know nothing about Digimon. I know one of my friends plays Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Maybe I'll give it a shot, but I don't know. For now, I probably won't touch Digimon for a while. Also, another, I guess, monster tamer kind of deal. Yu-Gi-Oh! Haven't, I want to try Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, at some point. I don't know, I just haven't. Because I have so many, like, RPGs in my game collection I need to finish. Maybe in the future I'll make a video just, like, talking about each and every game in my game collection, but, like, I have so many games in my collection that I still have to finish, mainly RPGs. Like, I still have Dragon Quest XI-S, Persona 5 Royal, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. I know I definitely have more. Mario and Luigi Brothers, actually all the Mario and Luigi games. Even though I only own physically. Brothership, I'll throw that in there. Unicorn Overlord, that's another one. Fire Emblem Three Houses, that's another one. Yeah, just so many games with hundreds of hours that I want to play through. It'll be a while before I get to Digimon, but for now, eventually I'll try. There's also other Monster Tamers I want to try. Power World I'll eventually try, but I don't know. I know that game. I think that game has like AI usage in it as well, but I don't know. I think Monster Hunter Stories is that has the Monster Tamer aspect. Maybe Dragon Quest Monsters as well. That's something that I think is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna have to eventually try it. The next question comes from the Deku, who asks, "What is your most favorite Yokai Watch channels?" My god, this one's tough. It's been a little bit since I've actually watched Yokai Watch content. Right, I kind of like go in and out of watching Yokai Watch content. Right now, I'm like in a more body cam phase, so that's like what I've been kind of watching instead of like the usual YouTubers that I watch, like Moist Critical, Van Gaming, that kind of thing. But I don't have a specific channel that I have as like a favorite. I've always been open to finding more creators in the Yokai Watch space that make good videos. But a few creators that I do actually watch, or at least try to watch their new stuff. People like Vloganog, Lomi Fubuki, Matnyan, Dynamon. There's definitely more that I watch, but aren't coming to mind right now. I don't know, I think Yokai Watch YouTube is at a fine place right now. I definitely think there should be more to it. That's kind of my goal. I want to make better things that I'm proud of, that, you know, aren't being overdone. I mean, to be fair, like, the one thing that people know me for, the Professor Oak Challenge, is definitely getting, like, stale, but I'm gonna finish the that series entirely. Fuck it, I'll do Just Dance if I have to, bitch. But, yeah, I don't know, it's something that I know, Fubuki was talking about, but I just wish there was, like, a lot more to Yokai Watch content, you know? Because right now we have a metric fuck ton of retrospectives. I'm a little salty, too, because when I made that, how much you can complete in Chapter 1 of Yokai Watch 1, video, Ant Dude, like, a couple hours later, uploaded this, his Yokai Watch video, which he didn't even finish all the Yokai Watch games in that video, which is crazy. He got to, like, near the end, and that's it. But yeah, we pretty much just have, like, retrospectives. If we had, like, actually good retrospectives that talked about, like, random shit, like the trading card game or some shit, I would, like, totally back that, but, like, we just have the same retrospectives over and over and over again. It's not me, like, dissing creators that, like, do retrospectives and that kind of thing, but, like, we have so many Yokai Watch retrospectives, and all of them are, like, the exact fucking same, if I'm being honest. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, like I said before with Nuzlocke content, that's pretty stale in my opinion. I would say, like, the Professor Oak's challenges are also kind of stale. I mean, to be fair, there's, like, only 3 videos that I think actually exist on the Yokai Watch Professor Oak's challenges. But, like, actually, you know what? I wouldn't say they're stale. I really enjoy them personally. Like, I don't think I've ever made videos where, like, I, like, go back, I watch them, and I actually really enjoy them. I always have a hard time, like, watching some of my videos, like the Glitches video, for example, Yokai Watch 1 through 3 Glitches. I always have a hard time watching that, because I feel like that video I kind of rushed. I know I was trying to get that video out first before the Yokai Watch 2 POC, but then I procrastinated on the Yokai Watch 2 POC to work on that video, and then I procrastinated on that video. Mainly because the Yokai Watch 2 was giving me hell with, you know, devour the infinite tunnel, but yeah, I don't know. There's definitely still like original stuff you can do with Yokai Watch, but it's really hard to like find that kind of thing, you know, because not a whole lot of it exists, you know. But I do like the creators I mentioned. It's probably more. It's 106 right now, so I don't know. I'm trying not to fucking lose my mind here, but yeah, I don't know. That's really all I have to say for this question. The next question comes from the Deku78 as well, who asks, which yokai would you remove if possible? If I had to answer honestly, I assume this is also spanning any of the games, including the Japanese only games, so you probably won't know what I'm talking about. But I would probably remove the gold yokai in Busters 2. I just find them dumb. Also, like, I would also probably remove like the S rank yokai as well, or not literally S rank yokai, but like Jibanyan S, Habanyan S, that kind of deal. I don't know. I find them kind of goofy. But like, at least with those, or at least mainly with like Jibanyan S, Komasan S, Komajiro S, they've been here for so long that like I'm used to them by now. Same with Habanyan S. I mean, to be fair though, the gold yokai also have been here for so long. But I literally just lost my my train of thought for a second. The gold yokai have been here since like I think 2017, 2018. I forget when Buster 2 exactly came out. I know it was like around like the Switch was probably either on the horizon or came out. Actually, it probably already came out. It came out like March 3rd, 2017. So yeah, but I guess that'd be my answer. Jibanyan T Gold, Komasan T Gold, Samboy Gold, the Shovel King Gold, Nyanzi's the second Gold, Indiana Jaws Gold. I don't know, there's so many of them, and they're all so goofy to me. Like, we could have had, like, I think the treasure yokai are cool to have. Jibanyan T, Komasan T, Usapion T, but, like, come on, no Sergeant Burley T? Come on, what are we doing here? The next question comes from a person from Ohio. They are indeed a person from Ohio. They ask, who's got the better build, Slide or Hot Pop? Ooh, this one's tough right here, but actually I think neither of these deserve the spot. Both are, creepy yokai, if you, I can't believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say, if you catch my drift, but, I got a yokai who's better. I swear to God, if future me puts one-winged angel in the background and I get copyright claimed for it, I'm gonna lose my shit. Yeah, but I gotta put my Smash main here, bro. Best yokai. He is actually a yokai, that's not a joke. He is befriendable in Kuni Kuni. I think he's an SSS rank. Also, hang on the topic of fucking Kuni Kuni, why the fuck is there now a UZ++? Like what, are we about to get UZ++? UZ++++? Like what are we doing here? UUZZ? UZZ? UZZZ plus? UZZ+++? Like, this is so fucking dumb, I'm sorry. The next question comes from Nightshade Heart 77, who asks, what's your craziest Yokai Watch crack theory? Okay, hear me out. The Wobble Walk that we see in Blasters is a little kid, and that Wobble Walk eventually grows into the Wobble Walk that we see in 1 and 2. I haven't played Blasters in Japanese, so I actually don't know how Wobble Walk sounds there in comparison to 1 and 2, but okay, here, let me rephrase a little better, because maybe this will paint a better picture. The baby Wobble Walk that we get in Yokai Watch 2, after beating the adult Wobble Walk, is like the same Wobble Walk, or not the same Wobble Walk, it's like a new Wobble Walk, but like that, like they're, okay. The Wobble Walk in Blasters, right, the one that we fight, he sounds super goofy and all that, and I think that's because he's a very young Wobble Walk, right? He sounds super goofy, he's like, He's super cute, you know, but he's still like the big Wobblewalk that we typically see. But this Wobblewalk appears to be like so much tinier than actual Wobblewalk in the Infinite Inferno. And in my eyes, that Wobblewalk is the baby Wobblewalk, or sorry, is either the baby Wobblewalk that we get in Yokai Watch 2, or is, because this is the past, right? Maybe this is the Wobblewalk that we see growing up into the adult Wobblewalk, there. And the baby Wobblewalk that we get in Yokai Watch 2 is the same Wobblewalk as the Blaster's Wobblewalk, and the Blaster's Wobblewalk grows up into the Yokai Watch 1 and 2 Wobblewalk. But that's just my weird idea. I don't know. That's just a theory. A game theory! Thanks for watching. The next question comes from Ice the Dog, who asks, I'm trying to do a 100% in Yokai Watch 1, excluding Pananoko, and I recently just beat all the bosses. Do you have any tips on Yokai I should go for first? I have all legendaries as well. I would do some rare Yokai hunts, like some of the Inferno Yokai, like Spellterrier and Static King, I guess. I don't know. I like the Yokai Watch rare hunts, in specific, especially in 1. There's so many of them, and it's so fresh. It feels so good to just do, you know. But you've seen my videos. I'm what they call a masochist. Yeah. But for Pananoko, if you have a modded 3DS, you can definitely still get Pananoko significantly easier than someone who doesn't by using NetPass. If you set up NetPass, you're able to get Pananoko in all the Yokai Watch games. But yeah, I definitely recommend going for the Inferno Yokai. You know, those exclusives. Sandy is another one that appears in that's appearing in my head. My brain is trying to remember more, but I can't right now. The next question comes from Permy Wormy, who asks, Spectre, Insomniac, or Spunkbella? See, nobody fucking gets me. Everyone knows my pick. It's 100% Sephiroth, no doubt about it. Yeah, no, I don't got much else to say. Same shit as that previous question. The next question comes from Rolling It Alive, who asks, when are you painting a unit of Space Marines as your favorite yokai? I don't play Warhammer, nor do I know anything about it, Big Dog. I don't know shit about it. The next question comes from a normal Goomba, who asks, are you locked in? Yes, I'm locked in. And the final question comes from Jalen's D Worldwide. Wait, I fucking said that wrong. Hang on, wasn't that bad. Jalen D's Worldwide too. There we go. Who asks, what are your thoughts on the Yokai Watch anime? Some people I know prefer it to the game, but others think it would take itself more seriously. Well, I don't know what branch of the anime you're referring to. I don't know if you're talking about like the new attempt at Yokai Watch. I assume you were talking about the original series, not like Shadow Side, not like again like the new version of the original anime. I think Forever Friends is another thing. I don't know which one you're referring to, but I'm assuming the original series. When it comes to that department, I've watched season 1 and the Dracunon episode, as well as the first 2 movies. I don't actually have much of an opinion on the anime. I definitely prefer the games, though. It's kind of like Pokemon for me, where I really enjoy the games, but not the anime nowadays. I don't know, it just isn't for me anymore. Little me would have fucking loved the anime after season 1 that got aired easily, I should say, though. I'll tell you that much. I don't know. Anyway, the anime's not for me. I don't really like TV shows. It's kind of like a strange take, but I don't know. I just prefer like movies, just having like the one sitting, one go through of like tell your story in its entirety here, or tell like part of your story through like this big thing aired as a movie in like a theater. And well, I don't know. TV shows aren't for me. The last thing I mainly watched that I actually really enjoyed was The Amazing Digital Circus. Watched each episode when it came out, except for like I think episode 6, which I watched the day before episode 7, and then I watched episode 7 and 8, and or wait, I watched the last 2 episodes in theaters as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed those. It's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much else to say on the anime. And those are all the questions that I've received from that post. I don't feel like going through all my videos, finding all the questions there that I have yet to answer. Because there are definitely very stupid ones that could be just answered in those videos. But I do try to read all the comments that are on the videos. It has been a really fun journey so far, and I hope to keep this channel growing, you know? While I was formatting this video, the channel hit 5k subs. Honestly, that is fucking insane. I know like 2 days ago it was at like 5,002, now we're at 5,023, so I don't know how we got a big increase there. But holy shit, that's actually really cool. And I'm really happy that, you know, we're getting shit done. We're slowly building up. Not even slowly, we're actually going pretty fast for what I'm used to. But our community is growing more and more and more, and I'm gonna be forever thankful for literally everything here. Like early last 2 years ago, I literally had like 100 subs. Actually, when did the Yokai Watch 1 POC come out? I completely forgot about it. The year it came out, 2025. Okay, so that early last year, yeah, I was right the first time. I had like 100 subs, maybe almost 200. Now, I'm at 5k, so seeing it at a significantly much higher number now is really special to me. Hopefully this video comes out on my birthday. Right now, I originally recorded like the very first couple clips like yesterday, and now it's my birthday, so that's really cool. I might tease something, but I'm gonna be real. The Yokai Watch 3 POC is gonna be very brutal. That honestly might not come out in years. Like, I'm still writing post game right now, and it's over 30 pages. That's how bad it is. In comparison, the Yokai Watch 2 POC was like slightly higher than 20 pages with the guide. I'm talking straight the guide, not the scripts. Actually, here, live reaction. What is the how much was the script? How many pages was the script for Yokai Watch 2? Because I know this video, the Yokai Watch 2 POC as a video was like 30 minutes longer than Yokai Watch 2. Fuck, my brain is like not functioning, bro. Where is this fucking document? Oh my god. There it is. I scroll past it, I'm a dumbass. I have so many docs, holy shit. How many pages is this? Wow. The script for the Yokai Watch 2 POC is actually less. Like that, just the script itself is less than the Yokai Watch 3 POC, like, guide for myself. That is crazy. Holy shit. Yeah, that's actually so insane to me. But, yeah, so now you know that I'm actually working on that video. I might actually pause that and try and do Sango stuff, because I know Sango came out before 3, and I kind of want to do, like, the traditional, like, games we always think about in order. But, plus that'll help me test if you guys want to see the Japanese games. I mean, I'm gonna do them regardless, but like, you know. Yeah. Right now I'm working on a couple of videos. I mean, you're probably seeing it in the background footage. But if you're not, I'm currently working on a speedrun video. Maybe I'll do a couple more streams. I just gotta find the time for them, because I don't have a whole lot of time to do them. Also, hopefully these videos finally get monetized. I've been going back and forth with issues from YouTube with letting me monetize and me not for some reason. I don't know. It's very dumb, but hopefully this works this time. I should also say thank you guys for that opportunity. It's fucking incredible how I, of all people, get the opportunity to just have this channel grow. It's like legitimately crazy to me. Even though we're significantly smaller. Actually, I think we're one of the bigger now. I think we're now one of the bigger Yokai Watch YouTube channels, which is actually crazy. Like, I never would have thought that this is what this channel's gonna be. Like, that's legitimately crazy. But I'm ranting too much. I gotta get this video done. I gotta celebrate my birthday. So, and yeah, I gotta edit this video. I gotta do more videos. I gotta get out content during the summer. That's my big goal. But I'm still ranting or going on about stuff you probably don't care about. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and as always, I'll see you all later. Peace.